Okay, so for the last 7 months or so, I've been making on average one AI cartoon every day. And I'm just going to go through basically how I do that since I've been getting some questions about it on Twitter. So, the first thing I do is I go to Bing. I just basically put in a very simple prompt, basically the same prompt every time, but with a few tweaks. Just asking, draw me a funny and colorful one-panel comic in the style of a Sunday comic strip, blah blah blah. And then I basically go into ChatGPT, and I ask the same question, and it gives me a couple images. Now, so what I do is I just kind of start tweaking the prompts a little bit, so it's pretty straightforward. So the one on the right is pretty good. I like that style. It's not perfect, but we can fix a few things in Paint. So I'm just going to keep playing around, see if I can get something closer to what I'm imagining. Okay, so now it's saying that I'm asking for too many images, so I'm just gonna go with my favorite of the ones I've produced, which is this one here. Now editing editing images on ChatGPT is a fickle process because it's the edit function is very good at removing things, but it's not very good at adding things. So I generally just use it for removing uh, noise, visual noise or other little things. But I don't use it for really tweaking much. So it's unfortunately, you know, GPT is not at the point where you can make very subtle requests, and the AI will know what you're talking about. You have to basically assume that the AI is kind of an idiot savant. It can do some things extremely well, but a lot of things just can't do at all. Now I'm just sort of cleaning up the image a little bit, but it's all pretty straightforward. Of all the edits I do, the speech bubbles take up, at least half of the at least half the time, just because GPT doesn't know how to produce coherent text yet. It has improved gradually, but it's still pretty far from where it could be, and where I hope it gets. Okay, and here's the finished image. So this is basically what I'm going to be posting on Twitter at some point. I have a backlog of quite a number of comics, so there's no rush really. At the moment, I have I think 220 odd published comics on Twitter. Some of which are very popular, some of which less so. And I have a book, actually a physical book of my comics coming out quite soon. So it's called Bandersnarks, and it's a very, in my opinion, it's actually quite a gorgeous book because all of the images are upscaled for print, and I'll be releasing a video explaining a little bit more about that soon. Take care.